Alright, it's time to give you an update. Everything that I carry is a digital nomad, and I've been upgrading every single year. So this is my current packing list, and everything turns into this. This is the Pack One Travel Duffel, 35 liters, and I love it because it opens in half and you can have a really good organization. I'll let you know at the end of the video how I pack all those things, but the reason that I'm using a duffel is because I do have another backpack for my filmmaking, which I'm gonna make a video about that later. So this is what I put on my back, and this is what I have in my hand, or I use the shoulder bag. And beside this duffel, I have this one from Matador and Pack Hacker, the collaboration they just released. This is my daily bag. It can pack, it can go very, very small. When I go somewhere, you know, I just want to put my laptop and go out, like just chill and not bring my gear, like filmmaking things. It's amazing. For storing my documents, I'm using the Matador Global Travel Stash because it has the RFID blocking system. I can put my passport, some cards, pen, and some money. Sometimes I just want to have a few dollars just in case. Also, one cool thing about this one, it has a sling in the back. And with this small sling, you can make it a crossbody bag. And let's say they give you a boarding pass, especially for international flights. You have your passport here, so you can put everything on this side. And it's so easy to carry. Like, I love it, you know, it's such a great idea. I'm currently using the Peak Design wallet. It has this new material called Terra Shell, and you can hold a few cards, you can hold some bills. It's so small, so minimal, it looks nice. Maybe it's my perfect ideal wallet. Magnets, how do they work? All right, for the clothes, as you can see, most of these things are in black, and it's one of the best colors for traveling. Like, it doesn't look dirty and it's easy to pair with other things. But I'm still in search of the best shirt for traveling and have a few new contenders. This is the one from Erk Leon. They sent me the shirt. I'm still like trying to understand why is it so good, because it was in Shark Tank and everything. And the promise is this one, you don't have to clean it, like it's clean free. And then I'm also having a shirt from Bluffwork. So it's made of polyester and lyocell. It's so soft. I think it's one of my favorite black shirts that I try. And I'm also trying merino shirts. It's from Unbound Merino. And I'm not sure it's gonna be my thing because this is 100% merino, so it's a little bit itchy for me. But I feel like slowly I'm starting to like it more. But if you're itchy like me, there's this one from Proof. This is a very interesting combination because it has 80% merino and 12% nylon. So I tried it recently. It's not that itchy anymore. And I also tried very different styles. This is the blue one. This is from Sidon. So this shirt's made of polyester and it's so soft. Like, you gotta touch it to actually understand it. So I'm looking forward to try this one. But the one that I'm wearing right now, this is the Western Rice Session Tee. It's the one that I've been using for the last couple of years. I used to have 4 of them. So I'm gonna travel with all of these and I'll let you know which one I keep. Now for hiking, I have this Kettle No Fry Sun hoodie vent. It's so lightweight, so thin. And it's really good for hiking because it has this hoodie and you can just, you know, when it's really hot out there. I also have a long sleeve shirt. This is by Lululemon, very thin. And you know, if I wanna go on a date or something like that, or I wanna pair with one of my shirts. For the bottoms, I'm using 2 pants from Western Rice. This is the Diversion pants. They have a little bit of a thicker material, so when it's cold, it's really perfect. Like, this is my substitution from jeans. Like, by the way, I haven't used jeans in almost 12, 13 years, something like that. I hated jeans when I was younger. And right now I'm wearing the other ones. This is the Evolution pants. Very thin. They look nice and good to travel. I also have some shorts from Western Rice. This is the Evolution. I also have a jogger when I go out, you know, like hiking or just want to chill. They're so soft. They look nice. And for sports like going to the gym or going to, you know, swimming, from a company called 10,000, they're so good, so lightweight and quick dry, which is very important because I don't know, you go swimming and then yeah, a few hours later it's dry. For my underwear, I've been using Ex Officio Boxer Brief. They're also lightweight, really good. I'm using black because it's easy to, you know, like take care of them. And also Erk Leon, the ones that sent me a shirt, they also have underwear. It's called the Creevy underwear, and I haven't tried them yet, but they're also supposed to be like, you don't have to clean them. I don't know if you have to clean underwear, but that's what they promise. I'll try them and I'll let you know. Erk Leon also has some socks that are called the Her socks. Supposed to be, again, like you don't have to clean them that much, so I'll try them. But it also has some Darren socks. They're made out of merino, and surprisingly they're not itchy for me, but they're amazing. Like, let's say there's something happening with your socks, you can just contact the company and they will fix it for you, or like send you another socks. And I also have a pair of bamboo socks from Cariloja. This is more like if I want longer socks instead of the no-show, because it's just nice to have something like if it gets colder. All right, for winter I got a few layers, starting with a fleece. This is by Patagonia, the R1 Air, and it's lightweight, very soft. And if it gets colder, I have this one from Western Rat. It's the Air Love jacket. As you can see, it's packable, but when you need it, that's my third layer, and it can hold, I don't know, -5 Celsius, which is like 20 Fahrenheit. I can also wear a gaiter. This is from Buff. It's always good to cover your neck. I got some gloves from Kettle. They're really good. Like, I love the design of these ones. They're made out of merino. They're also very lightweight. And one cool feature about these gloves is that it has a hole for the watch. I also got a merino beanie from Kettle because it's very lightweight. This is a little bit of enough, but then if it gets like windy and rainy, I also have another jacket from Kettle. This is the broad umbrella rain jacket. Such an interesting name, and it can pack very small, but then I can put it as my outer layer to like fully protect myself. I also had some vents in the armpits, by the way, somewhere over here. If it gets really cold, this is what you need to do. For the shoes, I used to bring only 2, like sandals and some sneakers, but I realized that, for example, I do a lot of sports and the sneakers start breaking. Luckily, all of them are barefoot, meaning they're very thin to travel with. You can see, like, you can make it very small if you want to. These are the Vivo Barefoot. This is the Primus Trail. So I'm using this one for running, for hiking, for playing paddle. And you can see it has this grip over here. So these sandals are from a company called Shama Sandals. I've been using them for so long, but I'm trying their new Pacific Avenue sandals. A little bit thicker what I used to have, but they look so nice. This is another new addition. This is the Almond Oaks by the company Almond Oak. It's just a guy, Dylan, who runs this very small company that has a backpack and these shoes now. And they look nice. So I'm really looking forward to try them. And lastly, I'm using these shoes from Wildling. These are called the Atmos. They used to call Flying Fox. Again, very thin. Paired with this shoe plant that is made out of wool. Now you can like hold colder times. I had this hat from Western Rice called the Versa hat. You see how packable it is? It's amazing. It's mostly for hiking because I don't usually wear hats. I also have a belt from Arcade. This is the Adventure ones. It's made out of recycled polyester. You see, it's very stretchy. And you can go through customs because the buckle is made out of plastic, so there's no need to remove it. Even though that's another interesting thing, like I actually don't use belts. The pants that I have, like I know my size and I always been the same size for so many years. So this is just in case. For sunglasses, I've been using the Robe sunglasses for so many years because they're so thin, so small. They're just amazing. You can see how you can pack them so small. I put all these clothes in packing cubes by Peak Design. I have the medium and the small. They fit really nice on my backpack, and the Peak Design shoe pouch, which is also really nice material, and you can close it, zip it, so any dust from your shoes stays here. And lastly, I have these groove rings. You've seen them on my videos here and there. I really like these rings because they are made of also plastic. The only issue, to be honest, is that I lose them all the time. So that's why you don't see me wearing them that often. Now let's talk about the most important gear for our Nomad, which is the tech. And I've been in the Apple ecosystem for so many years, so I'm just gonna recommend Apple products. Starting with the MacBook Pro 14-inch, and it's a beauty. Like, it has the SD, the HDMI, and a few USB-C slots, and also the 3.5mm jack, because sometimes I want to like hear properly when I'm editing. This machine does everything. But when I want a second screen, I'm pairing it with the iPad Pro with this muffed thing so I can just lay down the iPad. And with the Apple Pencil, I can just write and have some notes. It's just amazing minimal setup. And for my MacBook, I have this Matador laptop base layer that is waterproof and secures the laptop very, very well. Just roll it and boom. And I just upgraded recently to the iPhone 17 Pro. It's just such a good phone. There's not much to say. Good camera, good size. I also have the new AirPods Pro 3 and supposed to have really good noise cancellation. I just bought them, so I haven't tried them for travel. I'm currently using the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's so good for hiking, for a few things that I wanna like sync my phone, my AirPod. And when I wanna charge all of these things, I found this charger from Kushiu, if I say it really well. All this in one place. And one of the interesting features is this one has the Qi 2.2, meaning that it's gonna charge your phone close to 80% in 1 hour. Like, it's one of the fastest wireless chargers that currently are selling in the world. But that's why I also bought this portable charger from Baseus called Picogo. It has the Qi 2.2 and it has the MagSafe, so you can charge also really, really fast. For charging all my devices, I have this Anker Prime Gang charger. It has 3 USB-C slots and it goes up to 160 watts, so it's amazing. And it also has a screen that you can see how much power it's sending to all of them. And I pair it with some USB-C cables from Anker. This is the Nano and delivers up to 240 watts. And I also have the MagSafe charger for my laptop. And I put all these cables in this pouch from Air. It's a split kit. So my USB-C cables go here, my chargers go here, and a few other stuff. But as you can see, it is so small. I also have this travel adapter from Road Warrior. It's so small. I don't understand why people bring these bricks that you're supposed to have all these outlet connectors, but you can just bring this and use your typical charger. This is so much better. You can do the UK anywhere you want. This is just the adapter from USB-C to a jack, USB-C to USB-A whenever you go a place that doesn't have the new USB-C. I also have this little flash drive that's USB-A, USB-C. It's like just in case if I need to print something. Like, doesn't happen that often, but it's good to have. And another benefit of the Apple ecosystem is the AirTags. They're so small and you need to have them to track all your things. So I have a few of them. Put them everywhere, all your backpacks, and everything's gonna be trackable. For toiletries, I haven't changed that much for the last years. I'm using the same Air Dop kit. It's really nice. It has a few compartments for organization, and I put everything just there. Starting with my toothbrush using the Philips Sonicare. I like that it's electric. It has a USB-C connector. Put it here. Bottom. I'm using the Matador refillable toothpaste tube. I love that you can just, like put more toothpaste whenever you want. Also from Matador, I'm using the flat pack soap bar case. And I love it because you can put any soap and pack it as small as possible. Also from Matador, I'm using the flat pack toiletry bottles. You can put any creams, any shampoos that you like, because it's also TSA approved. So it's just nice to have. And I also have this Chicago comb, so small, so handy. It's made out of carbon fiber. I'm using this travel razor from Parker Chrome. So small, so ideal. I got some tweezers because you never know when you need, like pick your nose and things like that. They're very small, very handy, 2 of them. And I also have the Victorino nail clipper. Very, very small nail clipper. You can see it's very handy. And lastly, just a simple deodorant. I was using the crystals, but I don't think it works well for my body. Like, there's still a little bit of smell. So just normal deodorant, put everything together, and voila, I got my toiletry kit. And lastly, let's talk about some miscellaneous items that have been very useful on my travels. Started with this Matador ultralight towel. Like, if you go to an Airbnb, they usually give you a towel, right? But sometimes they don't, so you have this, or you go to the beach, or you go surfing or something like that. It's a very, very small towel. From Matador as well, I have this pocket blanket that I really love this thing. Like, when I go to the beach, I just want to lay down there. I want to lay down on the grass, just expand it. It has these stacks if you want to secure this thing. And yeah, when you don't need it, you see how small it is? And also from Matador, I have this stuff stack that, to be honest, has been really useful because it's a water resistant. So I don't know, like I go somewhere that it rains a lot, I just need to pack things like that. It's really small and useful. Then I also have a nano bag. You see how small is this thing? So I need it, when I go for groceries or when I have a lot of clothes that I want to go to take it to laundry. I just put everything here, and yeah, then it just packs. And again, it goes very, very small. The same for this S-Binner for night ice. Yeah, let's say you want to put your sandals, clip it here and then clip it on your backpack like this. And by the way, all of these things can go in this Tortuga pouch that I have. So just put everything here. I have these loop air plugs that everybody keeps raving about, and I've used it here and there, especially, you know, when I go to a club that is very loud. Yes, I'm getting older, but it's actually really nice to have. I have a face mask by a company called Sleep Oasis. It's also run by one guy, so it's just nice to support small indie companies, and I don't see any light. So yeah, I can sleep. And I can talk about my next item. I know it's here. So my next item, just the water bottle that I'm using is from a company called Take Today. As you can see, it goes very, very packable. And yeah, it doesn't hold, you know, cold or hot water, but when I just want to drink something, and surprisingly, there's no spill at all. I really like this product. And lastly, for gamers like me, well, I have the Nintendo Switch 2. In this case, this is the Pro Case Ultra Slim, because it's so like it's perfect size for the Switch. I love this thing. I love Nintendo. And I also have this all-purpose first aid kit by Coleman. You can see it's a small packable thing that you never know when you need it. Like locally, haven't had to use any of these things. All right, now let me show you how I pack everything. Starting with this medium-sized packing cube from Peak Design. I put the shirts first. You can even expand if you need more, but this is enough in the small packing cube. So I put all the underwear here. And boom. This is the shoe pile from Peak Design to put the sandals and some of the shoes. So now let's bring the backpack and let's start with this side. One of the packing cubes and the other one here. As you can see, like they fit exactly. Now there's space here to put the laptop, which I can put here, and even the iPad. So on this side, I like to put the belt and some of the winter accessories, because I mean, I'm not gonna use them all the time. Put the shoe pouch over here. I put the jacket and also the rain jacket. There's space to put it, those two here. The top kit, there's a lot of space still to put some things over here. You can close perfectly. So there's still space. Put some of the accessories I was telling earlier. I put my documents here and my sunglasses over here. I got it almost all packed in. And by the way, if you don't like carrying a duffel or you just want one bag, well, the same company has this one. This is the Pack One Travel Backpack. I'm gonna make a review because it has the same compartment setup, and it's more if you just want one bag. I'm gonna put a link down below, a QR code here, so you can see everything on the list. If you ended up buying any of these things with the links that I'm gonna put down below, it's gonna support the channel. So thank you very much in advance. Also subscribe to this channel if you wanna see the filmmaking gear that I'm gonna make in another video. And yeah, I'm ready to keep traveling. So if you like this video, give it a like and let me know which of these gears you liked. All right, ciao.